Atomic Habits. You know, there's a great book called Atomic Habits by James Clear. And he basically says that if you do something for, I'm pretty sure it's like 21 days or something, you've pretty much made it a part of your routine. And you got to do it for more than a day and a week, etc. You know, there's like a certain magic number that he says. But basically, he's right on the money. Point is, I hate the holidays, not to not hang out with everybody, but I hate getting out of my my routine, because I feel like it just throws me psychologically and physically and emotionally, as far as my feelings and all sorts of other crap, in a loop. Like if I'm going on vacation for a week, I hate it because it throws me off my routine. I can't really relax. I like what I do, and I want to keep doing more of it. You know, and I think that's like the biggest, in my opinion. A perfect vacation to me would be doing more of what I already do that I enjoy doing, okay, and less of the things that I don't. That's really like the perfect vacation. I mean, you can't really argue against that. You know, I've had so many different, explorations and backpacking through Europe and being in Russia and all sorts of other stuff and joining the army. I've had tons of adventures and fun stuff. But the common trend, the consistency, I feel like the one thing that you can always control is when you get up in the morning, for the most part. And probably to a lesser degree, I mean, it's still possible, but definitely to a lesser degree, when you go to bed. Because from one day to the next, you might have something that pops off late at night. Nothing's popping off more than likely at, 2 o'clock in the morning when you're in the middle of going to bed. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I hate having my my routine broken, but at least I feel like if you can get up at a certain minute, certain time every single day, that's the first part of your control. That's the first point of you saying that I'm going to own my day, I'm going to commit to it, and I'm gonna make today mine. You know, I don't like getting out of bed late and feeling like I'm missing things, which is another reason, outside of the fact that I don't use drugs or alcohol or anything like that, because I like having my wits. I like knowing what's going on around me at all times. And that's just how I roll. You know, I don't believe there's like a 1% reason that I would ever want to be in any way have a slow reaction time or something like that. You could call it paranoia, or you could just call it always being ready. Either way, I don't like that stuff. But back to what I was saying. You know, a lot of my podcasts, the rants and stuff, but I try to have good meaning to it. Maybe there's something that somebody can get from it. And if so, then everybody, you know, that works for everybody. But excuse me again, it really does reinforce not just my own personal beliefs, but my routine and everything that I do. You know, they say that if you teach something, you actually learn it better. I feel like it's the exact principle for talking about things that you do. It's just one more way of making an imprint, of instilling it. But the further I get away from those imprints, the more emotionally annoyed I get. The more I just hate having my schedule and everything just broken up. I like doing what I do, and I hate having my routine messed with. That's why I don't like the holidays, and I don't like vacations. And if it is a vacation, it's just more of the stuff that I do as far as the routine goes that I enjoy, and less the things that I don't. Again, I feel like that's an easy concept. You want to give a guy a great vacation, all right, let him choose and do what he wants. Okay, more than likely it'll be at their house. More than likely it'll be at their house, and they won't be doing anything. They're just going to be meditating. In other words, just relaxing, not thinking about anything. Eating good, exercising. I mean, guys are pretty simple, right? But don't add some funk to it, because then it just gets dumb. You ever been on a vacation where it feels like you're working, where it's like 2 o'clock, you got to go climb a mountain. 4 o'clock, you got to go snorkeling, and 5 o'clock, you got to have your next dinner planned. And man, it's too much work. So anyway, well, that's my rant. Check out the book. It's a great book. It's by James Clear, and it's called Atomic Habits. I'm Benja Well Done. Check me out. Peace.